I am Dr. B. Balaganesan, Associate Professor in the Department of Mathematics, Amat University. I am going to talk about linear differential equations. The topic is covered in Engineering Mathematics 1. The topic is that linear differential equation. Differential equation is an equations involving derivatives. The derivatives may be either partial or ordinary. Already we know that an equations, derivatives, ordinary derivatives and partial derivatives. For example, differential equation involving derivatives. The derivatives may be ordinary, the derivatives may be partial. Ordinary derivatives, y is a function of x. Here z is a function of x and y. For example, that y is equal to x squared. Here z is a function of x squared plus y squared. Now, in ordinary derivatives, y is expressed only one variable. In partial derivatives, z is expressed by two variables. Now, when you differentiate, this is dy by dx. That dy by dx is equal to 2x. Here, dou z by dou x is equal to 2x for x and dou y by dou y equal to 2y. This is differentiation. Now, in differential equation, the combination of ordinary differential equation is dy by dx plus some constant equal to 0 or functions of x. This is called what? Ordinary differential equation. In partial differential equations, dou z by dou x plus dou z by dou y, or it may be second order derivative also, dou z by dou x squared, some functions of xy. Now, you should know what is order, you should know what is degree. The order of the differential equation is the highest derivative occurring in an equation. For example, 1 plus dy by dx power 2, then 3 by 2 equal to d squared y by dx squared. Now, when you want to find the degree and the order to make a partial to make a differential equation in expression form, that means that 1 plus dy by dx, that is equal to d squared y by dx squared whole power. When you raise the power to here, this is 1 by 2, 2 is cancelled, that is 2 here. Okay. Now, the highest derivative is what? Highest derivative is 2. The highest derivative how many times appearing in an equation? So, highest derivative is for order equal to highest derivative occurring in an equation, that is equal to what? 2 degree. The highest derivative occurring how many times? The highest derivative occur 2 times, so that the degree is equal to what? The degree is also 2. Another example. 1 plus dy by dx power 1 power 2, then dy by dx is the example. The highest derivative is what? The highest derivative is 2. The highest derivatives occur how many times? Appearing 1 times. The highest derivative appear only 1 times. So order equal to 2, degree equal to what? Degree equal to 1. Okay. Now we will go to, this is a prerequisite of linear differential equations. Now especially linear differential equation means if the order is anything that the degree is 1 is called a linear differential equation. Degree equal to 1 is called what? A linear differential equation. Order may be anything, first order, second order, higher order derivatives. So this kind of equation is called what? Linear differential equations. Now just I am going to talk about second order differential equation. The general form of second order differential equation is a into d squared y by dx squared plus b into dy by dx plus c into y equal to f of x, where a, b, c are constants. This is general form of second order linear differential equation with constant coefficients. A, B, C are constants. Same thing, that variable coefficient means A, B, C, D, if it is variable, it is called variable coefficients. Now, when you want to solve these equations, I am taking only the left hand side part, that is A into dy by dx square plus b into dy by dx plus c equal to 0. Now this is a linear differential equation. Definitely the solution will be that y is equal to e power mx. It is a assembly solution. Assume that the solution will be that y is equal to e power mx. If it is y equal to e power mx, what is dy by dx? Dy by dx is equal to m into e power mx. D squared y by dx squared equal to m squared into e power mx. All the derivatives when you substitute here, a m squared e power mx plus bm e power mx plus y is equal to what? C into e power mx is equal to 0. Now in all the expression e power mx is common, e power mx a m squared plus bm plus c equal to 0. Definitely e power mx cannot be equal to 0. So only possibility is that a m squared plus bm plus c is equal to 0. So obviously it is a quartet equations. The quartet equation has two roots. The roots are maybe real. The roots are maybe real and unequal, real and equal, and the roots are complex. So there are only three possibilities are there to solving these equations. Now the roots are real and unequal. So that m1 is not equal to m2. m1 is not equal to m2. m1 not equal to m2. So that y equal to e power m1x comma, because it has two solutions, y equal to e power m2x. So that the general solution will be that y is equal to a e power m1x plus b e power m2x. It is a general solution. Y, this is y1, this is y2. So if it is linear, that y is equal to y1 plus y2. Now y we are adding, it may be here you can add with some constant, multiplication with the constants. The y1 may be that a into e power m1x for general case, b into e power m2x. Since it is linear, y is equal to y1 plus y2. So y is equal to what? A into e power m1x plus b into e power m2x. The another case is real and equal. Real and equal means m1 equal to m2. m1 equal to, substituting m2 here, therefore y is equal to what? A e power mx m1x plus b e power m1x, same thing, that because roots are equal. So that e power m1x a plus b, that a plus b is, a is arbitrary constant, b is arbitrary constant, a plus b is also another constant. That constant we are saying is e power m1x. So y is equal to what? Y is equal to c into e power m1x. So it is not at all possible, because it is second order differential equation. Definitely two constant will be exist. So it is ceased to the differential equation. So what we are taking, that m1 equal to m2 plus epsilon. Epsilon tends to 0, because m1 equal to m2. Now we are substituting here a into e power m2x plus epsilon plus b into e power m2x, because we are substituting m1 equal to m2 plus epsilon. Now this is a into e power m2x plus epsilon x, multiply with x, m2 plus epsilon m2x epsilon x plus b into e power m2x. Now in both cases e power m2x is common, therefore we have taken outside a plus, this is e power epsilon x b. Now e power epsilon x is equal to what? Express the exponential functions in terms of polynomial. So that e power m2x, this is b, so this is a 1 plus epsilon x plus b. So e power epsilon x is equal to 1 plus epsilon x by 1 factorial epsilon x whole squared by 2 factorial, etc., etc. I am taking only two terms. So this is e power m2x into a plus a epsilon x plus b, and then I am grouping that e power m2x a plus b plus a epsilon x. This is e power m2x a plus b, I am taking as c, already we have taken that. This is the a epsilon, take it as d into x. So this is for second case, whenever the roots are real and equal. Just I am writing whatever we derived. The roots are real and equal. What is the solution? A e power m1x plus b e power m2x. Therefore y is equal to what? E power, the m2 I am taking as single constant, x into ax plus b it is a linear equation. So, instead of that ACD, I am writing as A and B. And then finally, the roots are complex. The roots are complex, substitute. The complex numbers occurs in pairs. Complex numbers are always denoted by alpha plus I beta. Complex number, the roots are what? Alpha plus I beta. The root is we said as m1, m plus or minus. There are two roots. The first root is alpha plus I beta. Second root is alpha minus I beta. Now y is equal to, substitute in the say y1 plus y2, a e power m1x, b e power m2x, a e power, what is m1? Alpha plus I beta into x plus b m2 alpha minus I beta into x. E power, that is a into e power alpha x into e power I beta x plus b into alpha x e power minus I beta x. So, e power alpha x is take outside. So, that a into e power beta x we can write it as cos beta x plus I sin beta x plus b cos beta x minus I sin beta x, I sin beta x. The alpha x is common to the both expression. Alpha is common to both expression. Now, this is e power alpha x into a cos beta x. Now, I am grouping cos terms, a plus b into cos beta x plus a minus b into I sin beta x. This is a here, I sin beta x taken outside. So, only is a here, I sin beta x is outside. So, minus b. Now, that a minus b, a is constant, b is constant, a plus b is also constant, e power alpha x into c cos beta x plus, it is another, okay, totally I am taking as d sin beta x, where c equal to a plus b, d equal to a minus, okay. Is very clear? Yes, only we have taken sin bx. Okay, here I will be here, I will be coming here. So, in general you can write as the complex number y is equal to e power alpha x into a cos beta x plus b sin beta x. So, this is instead of c I am writing as a, instead of d I am writing as b. So, the last part, the roots are complex, y is equal to e power alpha x into a cos beta x plus b sin beta x. So, these are the three possibility solution of the left hand side. That means what? The derivative part. Now, let us see how to solve the second order differential equations with the various left hand sides. The various left hand sides. The left hand side, I said, the left hand sides may be either constants or exponential functions or trigonometric functions or combination of any functions, logarithmic function, anything functions will any functions will come. For simple example, I am taking that d squared plus d plus 1 into y equal to 0. Simple examples. This is obviously second order linear differential equations. Now, while solving these equations, we need auxiliary equations. That auxiliary equation we proved as am squared plus bm, am squared plus bm. We proved, that the equation is called auxiliary equations. So, instead of the d squared, auxiliary equation is m squared, d squared y equal to m squared, dy equal to m and y is equal to 1. While substituting in this derivatives, m plus 1 equal to 0. So, it is a quadratic equation. So, definitely it has two roots, m is equal to minus 1 minus b formula plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, that is minus b minus 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 4, that is a equal to 1, b is equal to 1, c is equal to 1, 2 into 1 minus 1 plus or minus root of minus 3a divided by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus or minus I root 3 divided by 2. So, that what? Minus 1 by 2. It is a complex number. It is in the complex number in the form of alpha plus I beta. Alpha equal to minus 1 by 2, alpha is equal to minus 1 by 2, beta is equal to root 3 divided by 2. Whenever the roots are complex, what is the general form? E power alpha x into a cos beta x plus b sin beta x. Therefore, solution e power alpha x into a cos beta x plus b sin beta x. So, that this is alpha is what? E power minus 1 by 2 into x, a cos beta, beta equal to what? Root 3 by 2 plus b into root 3 by 2, 2 into x. Right hand side is 0. So, if it is 0, the solution only derivative part. Therefore, y is equal to, it is itself is a solution. It is itself is a solutions. Suppose that the right hand side may be exponential function or polynomial or trigonometric function, so the procedure will be different. Okay, same thing in the same equations. I am putting here, instead of that 0, I am writing minus x or minus 2x, whatever, just 2x. The same problem, derivatives part is same, I am changing only the right hand side, 2x. So, this part is called derivative part, the derivative part is called complementary function. The derivative part is called what? Complementary function. The another part, the x part solution of the x part is called particular integral. So, the total solution y is equal to complementary function part, complementary function plus particular integral part. Now, already in the problem is asked, you have to find the complementary function. Next, you have to find particular integral. Let us see how to find the particular integral or particular solutions. Same meaning, nothing else. That already we seen that particular complementary function part. Now we see particular integral, that shortly we write as pi, that pi equal to e power 2x by the derivative part d squared plus d plus 1. So, the general format is, whenever the right hand side is function of e power mx, it is a function of f of d, substitute d is equal to a. So in substituting f of d equal to a here, e power ax, that for e power 2x divided by, this is f of d, put d is equal to a, this is 2 squared plus 2 plus 1, so this is e power 2x by 4 plus 3, 7. Now the final solution is what? This is a particular integral part. Therefore final solution y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Complementary function already we found, that for e power minus x by 2 into a cos root 3 by 2 x plus b sin root 3 by 2 x. Now it is along with what? Complementary function particular integral, that is e power 2x by 7. So this is the solution of the second order linear differential equations. Now let us see one more problems. Instead of e power 2x, okay, I am changing the whole functions. d squared minus 2d plus 1 equal to e power x. The another category, d squared minus d plus 1 into y. See, this all is possible only whenever the denominator is not equal to 0. These are all possible only whenever the denominator is not equal to 0. Suppose the denominator is equal to 0. The denominator is equal to 0, what we have to do? Now as usual, the solution d square, write the complementary auxiliary equation d squared y equal to m squared, dy equal to m, and y is equal to 1, which gives that m squared minus 2m plus 1 equal to 0. While writing an equations, assume the right hand side is equal to 0. That already we said in the auxiliary equation. Now this is what? M minus 1 whole squared equal to 0. M minus 1 whole squared equal to 0 means m equal to 1 comma 1. There are two roots which are equal. So accordingly, what is the complementary function? What is the complementary function? E power alpha x into ax plus b, so that alpha e power mx, that for e power what is m? M is 1 into x, so ax plus b. So very simple, it is a quadratic. If it is quadratic, it will be linear. If it is cubic, it will be quadratic. So likewise, you have to extend the complementary functions. Sorry, extend yes, correct, complementary functional part. Now for finding particular integral e power x divided by d squared minus 2d plus 4. What is the coefficient of m? The coefficient of m is equal to 1. So that here, what is the coefficient of a? General format is e power ax by f of d. Whenever it is in the form, we are substituting the d equal to a. Likewise, here a, the coefficient of a, compare with this expression a equal to 1. So that substitute a equal to d equal to a, that means what? 1. So e power x divided by 1 squared minus 2 into 1 plus 1. So what is happening here? It is denominator tends to 0. If denominator tends to 0, in this case numerator multiply by x, and differentiate the denominator. So when you multiply by x into e power x divided by differentiation with respect to d, so 2d minus 2. Again apply the same concept, a is equal to 1. While applying here, again is what is happening? X into e power x divided by 2 minus 2. Again denominator tends to 0. Again repeat the same process. Multiply by x into x squared. So again I am putting here for the convenience x into e power x divided by, again differentiate, this is 2. So that what finally this is x squared into e power x by 2. So the solution of the particular integral part is x squared into e power 2x. Finally you have to add together the whole final solutions, complementary functional part plus particular integral part. The complementary function is y equal to e power x into ax plus b. The particular integral part is x squared into e power x. Then final part is when you add together y is equal to complementary function plus pi a, that is e power x into ax plus b plus e power x into x square divided by 2. Any doubt? Okay. Now we will move on to the next problem. The next one, the right hand side may be, so far we have seen that right hand side is 0, then exponential part. In this exponential part there are two cases. The cases may be f of d denominator is not equal to 0 and denominator equal to 0. If denominator equal to 0, what you have to do? Denominator equal to 0, numerator is multiplied by x and differentiate the denominator. Again the same process, again if it is 0, again you continue the same process till the f of d, f of a is not equal to 0. Any doubt? Once again I summarize the concept: linear differential equations. Linear differential equations, this is the topic. Now what is a differential equation? Differential equation is an equation involving derivatives. The derivatives may be either partial derivatives or ordinary derivatives. Partial differential equation means partial derivatives involved. Ordinary differential equation means ordinary derivatives involved. That means the combination of ordinary differentiation. Partial differential equation means combination of partial derivatives. After that we have seen that order and degree. Order means the highest derivative occurring in an equations. Degree means the differential equation expressed by polynomial which are free from the radicals. Radical means the fractions should not be appear. So make into free from the fractions, then find highest derivatives how many times appearing in an equations. How many times appearing in an equations. So this is called what? Degree. And then I said I have taken simple examples. Linear differential equation. In linear differential equations many things are there. Linear means if the degree is 1, order may be anything, first order, second order, third order, all the things are linear differential equation. In our class, in this class I have taken that second order. Second order means degree is 1, order is 2. That means second order. Second order, first question is what? First question, what the first question I asked? D squared plus d squared y plus dy plus 1 equal to 0. The right hand side part is 0. And then I wrote an auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation means d squared y equal to m squared, dy equal to m, y is equal to 1. Then I express the derivatives in terms of quadratic equation. In a quadratic equation it has 3 roots. What are the possibility roots? Roots are equal, unequal, complex. If roots are complex, roots are unequal, the complementary function is 3-part: unequal, equal, complex. This is for equal. This is for equal. For complex case, unequal cases we didn't discuss. We will discuss next class. The complex number e power alpha x into a cos beta x plus b sin beta x, which are derived from the before start the class. A sin beta x. Okay. So these are all occurred in first problem. In second problem, what is happened? In right hand side is given is in terms of exponential function. What is the general format exponential function? E power right hand side is if it is as e power ax by f of d, just substitute d is equal to e. E power ax pi f of d that is f of t means functions of derivatives. Substitute what? The procedure is that d is equal to e. So, we will substituting here d is equal to 0, we can find the particular integral part. While substituting d is equal to a, f of t cannot be equal to 0. F of t what? Cannot be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, you have to go for the second rule. The second rule is the numerator is multiplied by x and differentiate the denominator. This procedure, these rules you have to follow. Are you clear? Thank you very much.